Hello guys, it's my pleasure to welcome you to my channel Laser Graphics and Multimedia. My name is Rafi Yakub right here. I'm reaching you live from Lagos State, Nigeria, and in this video guys, I'm going to show you guys how to use this advanced Trifold brochure mockup using Adobe Photoshop. So what you have to do is to make sure you watch this video from the beginning to the end and see how you can actually use this PSD file professional Trifold mockup. And I'm going to put the download link of this particular mockup in the description of this video. All you have to do is to make sure you check them out and see how you can download. And when you eventually download the file, then you come to your Adobe Photoshop like this and see how you can use it. So with that being said, so let's dive into the tutorial and see how you can use this particular Trifold mockup in Adobe Photoshop. So first things for you must have designed your Trifold brochure in 2 pages, that is the front and back, which has to do with 6 layers. So I'm going to open up the design file that I was able to design and then show you from the beginning and see how you can do everything right there. So right here from my desktop right here, I have the design. I use CorelDRAW to make the design and export it into Photoshop, because you have to export to Photoshop, or you export to JPEG file before you can actually use it for the mockup. So I'm going to open the Photoshop file, which is this one right here. So it has to be 2 files. So this is the Trifold 2 and this is the Trifold 1. So I'm going to open them in Photoshop. This is the front page. This is the cover page of the Trifold, and I'm going to bring out the inner page of the brochure, so which is this one right here. So this is the inner page, so I'm going to open it as well so you guys can see the 6th layer. So guys, we have it in this way. This is the cover page of the Trifold brochure, and this is the inner page of the brochure. Now what we need to do right now is to use all this design to mock up for this particular mockup that you see on the screen right here. Now we can start from any of the file. So let's, for instance, we want to start from the cover page. So you have to come to the brochure layer right here. So you can see where you see the first page right here. So let me hide the layer so you can see what the first page is all about. So when you hide the layer, you can see this is the first page, second page, third page. Now we have to check on the second page. So we have so right here we have middle page, we have third page, we have front page, which is this one right here. This is front cover. Okay, all right, so we can start with front cover right here. So you can see front cover. Okay, so for you to start with front cover, you have to come to the layer here. You have to double click on the layer thumbnail. So when you double click on the layer thumbnail, it's going to pump up it's going to open up in another window. From there you'll be able to paste your new design. So this is where it's going to land you. Now, but before we can do anything right here, we need to know the size of this particular page right here. So for you to do that, we have to go to image. So we have to go to image, and we have to look for image size. So right here, this is the image size. Okay, we have the width to be this, and we have the height to be this. Okay, so I'm going to copy the height, and I'm writing down the width somewhere. Okay, the width is 11.972. so we have to go back to our design layer now. So we are working with the front cover, so you have to understand your cover design page. Okay, so this is my cover design page right here. This is the cover design page. So but before that, we have to divide this design into 3. So right now we have to come to the shape tools, right click on the shape tools, and then we have to choose rectangular tools. Okay, so you have to choose rectangular tools. When you choose rectangular tools, just click once in the Photoshop workspace, and this is going to pump up. Okay, so we have the width to be 11 point. So the width to be 11.972 inch. So you have to include that. Then we have to move to the height. So I'm going to paste the height figure inch or so. Okay, then with that being done, then we have to click on OK. So we click on OK. So right now we have to press V on my keyboard, the shortcut key, then Ctrl A to highlight and select every works environment. Then I have to come to the top right here and center to alignment vertical center and alignment horizontal center. So we'll be able to divide this particular page into 3. Simple as that. So now you can see that we have able to divide this into 3. So we can just take our ruler, just like that. Then I can select the shape now and delete. So we have this divided into 3 equal parts, just like that. Now what we are going to do next now is to pick our rectangular marquee tool. So you select your rectangular marquee tool, and then you have to start cutting them one after the other. So we are starting with the front page cover, which is this one right here. So I'm going to cut it straight up. So once you select this particular portion, then you press Ctrl J on your keyboard. It will cut. Then you have to drag it from this point here to the front cover. So you have to drag it all over to the front cover and drop it down here. Okay, so you have to press Ctrl minus to zoom in, Ctrl minus to zoom in. Then Ctrl T to open a transform tools. So we can now resize. We can resize. Ctrl T and Shift key and Alt key. Then you drag in just to resize. Okay. And press enter key on your keyboard. So you can press Ctrl A to highlight everything. So when you press Ctrl A, you have to come to the top right here, align vertical center and align horizontal center. So the design is going to fall back into the workspace, just like what you see right here. Then Ctrl D to deselect. Then Ctrl T again to open the transform tools, and you continue to resize until you are able to achieve what you need. So just like what you see right here. So Ctrl plus to zoom out, Ctrl plus to zoom out. Okay, so we have it this way, Shift key and drag until everything full the canvas of the shape. So we have it this way. Okay, then once you are done, you have to click on pick tool right here and click on apply. So with that, you are good to go. So at this point here, you have to come to the top right here, click on this close button right here, then this is pump up, and then make sure you click on yes. yes, it take you back to this page here. So the how you have to do is to visit the mockup and see what you have done. Boom. So this is just the first step on how you can use this particular mockup. So you can see that it has been perfectly stay on our mockup folder right here. Okay, so this is for the front cover. So let's take a look at the middle page, which is this one right here, middle page. So you know what middle page is all about. So for us to use the middle page file, we have to come to the middle page layer, double click on the smart object here, and it's open up in a new page. Okay, so once it's open up in a new page like this, then you have to go back to your brochure file. Then this is the middle page, so we have to select on that, and then we pick on our rectangular marquee tool again, and then make sure you drag and cut out the area that you're going to use. So we need this only middle page center. Then you press Ctrl J to cut. So when you cut, you have to select the file and take it to the middle page layer. And drag it down right here. So you have to repeat the same process to adjust this the width and the height of the brochure. So Ctrl T to open a transform tools, so we can adjust just like that. Ctrl T and Shift key and alternative key, then you drag in. Okay, enter. So Control plus 0 to zoom to the entire canvas. Control A to open a transform to select everything. So alignment vertical center and then alignment horizontal center. So everything moved down to the workspace. Okay, then Control T again to see if we still have to readjust. So you can see that we still need to adjust some of the workspace in some of the design that was fall outside. So we have to press Shift key on our keyboard and Alt key and drag to readjust. Anyway, so we just have to adjust this side and this side. Okay, so for this one here, we need to apply background color. So we have to choose the background layer now and click on the rectangular tools. So we have to change this to white because the background of this design is white, and we have to apply the background straight down. Then we have to fall back to the design, Shift key and Control T to open a transform tools. So we need to readjust. Right, so we press enter key on our keyboard. Then with this we are good to go. So we have to come back here again, click on this close button here, and then click on yes. So immediately you click on yes, it's going to close up this particular page, and the effect is going to be reflected on the mockup page. So let's take a look at the mockup page, and so you can see that we have the middle page. So the last one for this is the third page. Oh, there was a mistake right here also. We need to apply white background. For the first one we are able to do. So front page here. So I have to correct that. Oh, sorry. This one here. So we need to apply background color, which is white, for this one also. So we have to select rectangular tool and drag all over just to get the white color. Exactly. So we can remock up back and click on yes. Now you can see that we have it to be pure white as it was in the design. So now the last one for this page is fourth page, which is this one right here, fourth page. So we are still going to follow the same procedure. So you just double click. Where you double click, then you go back to the mockup layer. I mean the design layer. So this is the fourth page. So I have to select my rectangular marquee tool. Then you drag all over like this. Then Ctrl J to cut. So then we have to take it to the mockup page. So we have to drag it to the fourth page 1. And drop it down here. Alright, so it's just the same process. Click on yes. Then we can go back to our mockup page. So you guys can see that we have this one perfectly fitted right here. So we can use the same this same layout for the inner part of the brochure. So for us to do that, we have to delete all this one right here. Okay, then we can go to File now, File, and then we look for Place Embedded. So let me just look for the file from the, okay, I think Trifold 2. I'll click on Place. Then Enter key. So now we can delete the other one. And then we have the inner page of the Trifold on the workspace right here. Now we can easily continue with our mockup, but for that we have to fall back to the mockup layout page, and then now we have to deal with first page right here. So we have to come to the layer panel and double click on the first page. Let's open up this way. Then we have to fall back to the mockup design file in JPEG. We have to select our rectangular marquee tool now and drag all over. So this is the first page. Okay. And then we press Ctrl J to cut. So once you cut, then you can drag it to the mockup page. And drop it down here. Then we have to click on close and then click on yes. Then we can go back to the mockup page. So we have this one right here. So the next one here is going to be second page. So we have to double click again. Then we fall back to the design file. So this is the middle page now that we're going to take. So our rectangular marquee tool again, and we have to cut straight down. Ctrl J to cut. Then we can easily drag it to the mockup page. Then we click on closed and yes. Boom. So we can go back to the mockup page. You see, it has been embedded right here. So the last one with is the third page. So we have to double click here again. So we have to fall back to the design page. And this is the last page that we need. So we have to select our rectangular marquee tool. And we drag all over just to cut this portion. Ctrl J to cut. Then we have to take it to the mockup page now. Closed. Yes. All right, so we can go back to the mockup page and see the effects. Beautiful. Now, so this is how we mock up professionally in Adobe Photoshop. So one thing we can do last here is that we can change the background of this particular mockup. So this mockup comes with two different backgrounds. So right here we can hide this background layer and bring out the second background layer. So you can see our design is going to look more unique. Now if you take a look at the mid page of the second one, so this one right here, we need to adjust some stuff at this point here. So we just need to take this down a little bit and click on yes and yes. So let's see. So you can see what I'm trying to say right here. So we still need to even drag it down a little bit more. So we have to go back to the layer. So this one right here. So we have to tap one more. Okay. Click on close and yes. So everything should be fine right now. So guys, this is how you use this particular professional Trifold brochure mockup in Adobe Photoshop. You guys can see I made the design in CorelDRAW and I eventually come into the Adobe Photoshop to mock up this particular Trifold brochure. If you want to download this brochure, you can click the link in the description of this video to download this brochure. Thank you guys for watching this video from the beginning to the end, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more interesting tutorial like this. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.